Like every desperate human has to endure, you turn 20. Yes, it's your time to become an adult, or let's be real, trying to be an adult. Saying that I know much, since as you all can see, I am a cat. But having my fair share of watching mental breakdowns and ugly crying from my subordinate, I do know a thing or two. So, here's a list of things you should do in your 20s when your skin is still wrinkle-free so that you don't feel regret looking back. Number 1. Credit card. Yeah, you heard it. I'm telling you to open a credit card. I know what you might be thinking. Those aren't real money. They are debt created to trap you. Well, yeah, if you're a who spends money on NFTs thinking it will blow up and make you a billionaire, buy catnip instead. Well, there are cases where you can hit the jackpot and wake up to find millions in your pocket because someone wants to collect your selfie. The reality here is there are 7.8 billion humans out there in the world, and it's a very slim chance that someone would want your selfie as well. My point is, don't spend money on gambling on something if you don't fully understand it. But instead, use credit cards on essentials that you need and don't spend the money that you don't have. What do I mean by that? For example, if you have $1,000 in your bank account, don't spend $2,000 on a Gucci bag, because 1,000 minus 2,000 equals negative 1,000. And congratulations! Now you are... All jokes aside, if you are anything like my miserable human, that means you're not born on top of a big pile of gold or related to this right here, and your family are from the middle class. In that scenario, there are viable reasons why you should get a credit card to help with your big adult decisions. Whether it be renting an apartment or buying your first car, the roadblock is always there: credit score. Basically, higher the credit score, the better chance you will have to pay back your debt. The lower your score, the higher chance you will change your identity and flee to Antarctica with the money. You get the idea. Now, I'm not really the ideal cat to give you advice on how to build a good credit score, because like I had mentioned, I am a cat. But there are a bunch of videos out there that are really resourceful, like this one from
Charlie Chang.
Number 2, a foreign language. Okay, now that you have a good credit score and decide to reward yourself with a trip abroad, you landed in Korea and decided to meet the love of your life, Korean barbecue. And you realize that you can't literally communicate with anyone because you only speak English, and this is your dumbass face. Yes, maybe I'm exaggerating, and I know that English is still the most popular language, but you cannot expect everyone you come across to have an amazing understanding of English. And while you're in another country, embrace the culture. And what is more representative of a nation's culture than the language itself? I'm not saying you have to speak the language perfectly. Most of the times I can't even process things in my own native language, and it's not because my brain is the size of a peanut, but because fluency is a spectrum. Believe me when I say learning the basic conversational phrase will go a long way. It'll make getting around places much easier, since now you actually know what the hell does the scribble on the side mean. Knowing how to have a nice conversation in another language will enable you to meet new friends and create new connections. Not to mention how cool it will be to find hidden gems, those holes in the wall spot that only the locals know. Remember, a little step each day and you will get further than you expected. First you learn 사랑해, then 사랑해요, and finally that's when you become a pro with 사랑합니다. Number 3, no first aid / CPR. This might come off as a surprise to many people, but I really do think knowing how to perform first aid is absolutely crucial, and not many mention it enough. If there's one thing I'm certain in life, is that nothing is certain. You never know when you might get your ass beat by that Duolingo owl for missing your Korean streak. Just kidding. Or am I? But on a more serious note, did you know coconuts kill around 150 people every year? Yeah, no jokes. Coconuts, not sharks. Apparently, when falling from a height of 80 feet, they can build up an impact speed of 50 miles per hour. In order to brace yourself for a sudden attack of coconuts, you need to become an elite soldier by knowing how to perform CPR first. Just imagine, you and your wife Jisoo went on your honeymoon on this beautiful tropical island, and all of a sudden, she gets knocked out by this ridiculous fruit. Worry not, because you were here to save the day. Nah, but to be honest, you never know what situation you'll find yourself in, so wouldn't it be nice that your CPR skills can come in handy and save lives? Number 4, how to cook. Number 4 on the list is something I think all advanced creatures should know in order to secure its position at the top of the food chain. And no, boiling a ramen is not equivalent to knowing how to cook. I don't know if I'm the only one noticing this, but everything is so freaking expensive these days. Like, for real, I don't know if I'm buying a box of Lucky Charms cereal or buying a block of gold anymore. Knowing how to cook your own meal would save you a ton of money. And it might be saving you time as well. Don't believe me? Go watch Joshua Westman's Faster Than a Restaurant series. It's fun and easy, and you actually know what is going into your body, not the mysterious thing that Subway claims is tuna. The point is that cooking is just like doing a science experiment. You watch a tutorial on YouTube, prepare the chemical, and boom! You may have this deliciousness in front of you, or you could die of poison. Either way, cooking is such a healthy exercise that does nothing but good for your mindfulness, so why the hesitation? Go try frying some eggs. Number 5, call your mom. And if you stick around until now, congratulations, because I'm a and save the best for last. And I truly think this is the most important thing. Call your mom, or anyone you love. Annoy them, tell them everything about your day. How you just applied for your first credit card ever. How you learned that saying hey means I love you. How CPR is so easy to learn once you get the hang of it. Let them know that you almost burned a house down today because you didn't know frying an egg could be that difficult. And ask them about their day. We are born with so many differences, but one thing we all have in common is 24 hours in a day. And it's up to you to know how to best utilize that time. It is so easy to get lost in life and tell yourself, I'll call her later. But just like the coconut thing, so much unexpected things can happen in life. And just like how my human needs me, I think all humans should have a safe haven where they could just talk to someone and feel like it is a hug. Some research has even shown girls who talk to their mothers on the phone show nearly identical levels of stress reduction as girls who got physical time with their moms. And the best thing is similar to how your day just got better talking to someone you love. You're making their day better as well. So pick up the phone and call the person that is on your mind right now.